So we got Melanie Martinez, Carousel. I love doing her videos. Just has a very high likelihood of getting blocked. So I'm hoping this one makes it through the gates. See what happens. Um, this one. Let's see what she got.
Round and round like a horse on a carousel. We go. Will I catch up to love? I can never tell. I know. Chasing after you is like a fairy tale. But I feel like I'm glued on tight to this carousel.
Yeah, their ability to incorporate sound
Yo.
effects from a carnival and make that beat like as good as it is that skill set's crazy.
This beat is fucking sexy. Like,
Yeah,
I
it's
fucking
good.
love it. It's like creepy and like, it just sounds good.
And so appropriate for the type of music she does.
Yeah.
Like it's just perfect.
And
It
like,
really
she's
is.
singing about love. Like, I love how she can put all these like creepy plus like love.
Plus Carousel. Yeah. Yeah, her ability to like bring you into her world, because essentially it's what it is. It's her imaginations.
Yeah.
It's what she visualizes in her head. So like the way she brings that to fruition, she does a really good job with the costumes, the lighting, the instrumental, the lyrics. It all comes together really well.
And it's interesting that like all her songs always have this very dark feeling, but she has so much innocence behind her voice, but also her desire for love in this song in particular.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, like the vibe I get from Melanie Martinez, she's very creative, but in a way where like there's a nice hint of insanity there.
Yeah.
She does a really good job.
Come one, come all. You must be this tall to ride this ride at the carnival. Oh, come take my hand and run through playland. So high to hide at the carnival.
And even that reference, like you must be this tall to ride, it's like symbolic for like you have to be a certain way to do something, or and you see him like kind of lift her up. It's almost as if like she has to be this tall to be with him. Like she has to fit what he wants.
I thought it was the other way around, where she had her standards set up and he had to meet that.
It could be that. Yeah, it could be that. I assume it's her because like you see towards the end, like she gets taller, like her foot's literally off the ground to become taller. I don't know if he picks her up or she just floats.
And I also love how she just took something where you would see from a carnival, like those rides. I don't know if you ever had to like make sure you were a certain height because you're tall, but always, like when I was like in middle school, like I always had to make sure that I was a certain height to ride something. So I love that she is also very literal in that sense.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm sure like that feeling is not that different from like a girl feeling like she has to look a certain way to be with a certain person. Right? It's a very similar feeling. Like you have to meet, like it's one of the worst feelings to have to meet a criteria that you're usually born with, but you don't meet a certain look or standard, and there's really nothing you can do about that. Like something like your height, like there's very little you can do about height, you know? Like
Well, for women, you could just wear high heels.
right, they count that, right? In the height requirement.
Look at hers.
So look, you'll see that he I think he picks her up. We'll see.
And ran through playland. now. Round and round like a horse on a carousel. We go. Will I catch up to love? I can never tell.
So it sounds like she's the one chasing, because she goes round and round in the carousel. Like, she's chasing love, and that's how she feels. Like, she feels like she's running in circles.
Yo, that fucking accordion, that doo doo doo.
Yeah, like whoever's doing the instrumentals, like, definitely needs a raise, right? So good.
Go. Will I catch up to love? I can never tell. I know chasing after you is like a fairy tale, but I feel like I'm glued on tight to this carousel. This horse is too slow. We're always this close. Almost, almost. We're a freak show. Right when I'm near. It's like you disappear. Where do you go? It's not routine, you're a freak show. And it's all fun and games till somebody falls in love. But you already bought a ticket and there's no turning back now. Round and round like a horse on a carousel. We go. Will I catch up to love?
Yo, it's hard not to bop your head at that dude.
Yo, I'm literally being hypnotized.
Yeah, she's so good at that. And I mean,
I don't know if you remember, like, in the beginning, the vinyl was a big, like, hypnotizing, like, thing.
Yeah. Yep. I forget what they call those things, but it's like a pinwheel, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, just her ability to reference like all these carnival references with a relationship is just so fucking good.
So fucking good.
We go. Will I catch up to love? I can never tell. I know chasing after you is like a fairy tale, but I feel like I'm glued on tight to this carousel. Why did you steal my cotton candy heart? You threw it in this damn coin slot. And now I'm stuck. Riding. Round and round like a horse on a carousel. We go. Will I catch up to love? I can never tell. I know chasing after you is like a fairy tale, but I feel like I'm glued on tight to this carousel.
Yeah, I love this song.
Yeah, she just did an amazing job. Like, all her videos are just so good.
Yeah, this one, like, I loved everything about it. Like, so engaged. Like, she's probably one of the only artists nowadays that, like, really catches my attention fully.
Yeah, like her, for me, it's the storytelling ability mixed with like the creativity. Like her,
Yeah.
like anyone can do a song where you're just like propped up on a beach or like have a bunch of club lights on and just shoot a music video in a club. Like her videos are they're shot like a movie, and that's why it's so engaging, because you're watching a movie but it's also matching with the lyrics, and you're also wondering like what the fuck's going on, right? So.
Yeah, and you're constantly catching her patterns. Like she's a really, I don't know if she writes her own music, but the lyrics are amazing, because as simple as it is to sing about a relationship, she does it hand in hand with her music videos.
Yeah.
Like she's amazing in that way. like even like the fucking scene about like the horse racing game, right? And talks about how like you're too slow. Then you start to think about what she's thinking about in her head. Like I love that she has all these different perspectives in this one video.
Yeah, what I was thinking about with the horse racing shit, like you think about carnival games, right? And the carnival games almost seems like you're almost gonna win, but you never win, but you're like so close. And like which is what she's saying about the relationship. Like she feels like it's so close, like it's gonna be good, but like it doesn't work out. So she just like she's on a carousel. She's just running in circles, like trying to like win the game of love, which she just does a great job using the carnival as that analogy because it's the same thing. It's like you're so close to winning, but you never get the prize. And in her case, the prize is this relationship. And I don't know if you've seen the reference, but that guy is very similar to the guy from A Streetcar Named Desiree Stanley.
He does look like him.
He's used as a reference usually when a female is trying to depict a guy that's like very like handsome and fit, but also very toxic for you, because he's the epitome of a toxic relationship, and that's why he's referenced a lot, because it's obviously like a classic movie that I was forced to watch, right? So it's interesting. After watching that movie, I start to see that reference a lot, and he's definitely that, because the look, they picked that guy intentionally. Like he looked just like him, the suspenders and everything,
the white beater.
So yeah, great video.
And it's also interesting, like she's in the carnival, so the carnival kind of portrays like the playing field, but she's on the carousel of all the rides to be on, right? So like there's a roller coaster, which is like ups and downs, which is, I think, more realistic in terms of a relationship. It has ups and downs, but a carousel, to be like stuck in circles, like it's a whole nother level.
I agree.
But the instrumental, it's so
Yeah, it makes me want to do like her whole discography. Like I said, like I feel like we would have done a lot more if like her videos aren't constantly being pushed back, like constantly getting blocked. Because she's one of the artists like I have a really good time like looking and analyzing her videos, because there's so much to look at. She's
fucking deep.
Yeah. Especially after watching a video where it seems very simple. Like, like watching this is like, oh, this is really interesting.
Right,
after the last couple of videos we just watched. It's good.
Meow.